Or you're
video.
It's just a video.
Yeah, just a video.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay,
just a video.
Don't want to confuse me.
No, that's okay.
Yeah, I'm easily confused.
So this will be that we can email to them and they can come back to later. So, little background about me. I'm an engineer, so I'm going to be all into mechanical details and stuff like that. Flowers. All right, against the house. No issues, no water. All right, so you got a water spigot here on the front. Hopefully you have more than one. We only have one on our house, and it's a real pain. It's been raining for 2 days, so if there were any signs of water issues, we'd see them here. All right, there are accent lights all in the front of the house here, so you can kind of see one center here, 2, 3, 4. That's going to make this look really nice at night. All right, so based on the brick here, I'm thinking this probably faces south. I don't have the orientation of where I am, but definitely a little bit of water on the brick. All right, front door, concrete, nice and level. I like this kind of tree.
My kids went to Hampton all through school. That's the school district here, and they have friends that would and everything.
Windows are new. Seller disclosure said 23. You can tell, and you can tell they actually bought the custom sized ones because the trim's so small, so they didn't actually get standard windows and cram them in. Landscaping looks nice. Driveway, asphalt, clearly sealed on a regular basis. So in theory, you'd reseal this every 2 years. Takes a couple hours.
You got it all covered here.
Garage door. 2 garage doors. One has a keypad. Light in the center. All right, hold on. We're going in.
I'm going to pop off the shoes.
Yep.
Give us a second here. Okay, so we're going to come. There's a coat closet behind the door here when you come in.
Oh, something that you don't.
So they want you here, obviously. I'm getting that.
I'll just give them the business about
So this is a huge room, right? So you got two windows on the front, 2 on the side, then the fireplace in one window.
Outlets. Is there an outlet on this wall? Yes, it's behind Chrissy here. Okay. Outlet here.
There is not.
2 outlets
No
here.
overhead in this room. But this is like a nice marble, granite. Fireplace is very pretty.
Is that Heat Glow the brand that we have?
Yes, the heat and glow fireplace is the same one we have downstairs.
You've got some built-in
Very, very similar.
Sorry, it's a little loud right now. Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Hi. There's a picture with her. She works in my office. I know her. So good. Powder room.
Okay, so laundry is not in the kitchen, but it's off the kitchen. And then it connects to a door to the backyard. All right, so this is kind of a cool layout. You got like a mud room here that when you come in, you can be all messy. Yeah, I can't figure out if the, okay, looks electric dryer. So there is not gas in this room. This is an electric dryer. Appliances are newer though. Still has the remove film before protective use on there. Vents right out the back here. So we're against the backyard of the house.
Casement window for this.
Yes, so casement windows that you pull, you rotate. This is what we have in our house. So not something Elliot will be able to get open. Yeah, isn't this mudroom layout kind of cool?
Hose right here.
Okay, so out the back of the mudroom, you have the HVAC condenser, and then a hose spigot here, so you have one on the front and one on the rear.
Fireplace vents
A
directly
light right
out.
outside. Oh yeah, your fireplace vent is what's outside on the back. I couldn't figure out what that was on the pictures. That's the fireplace vent. So we're looking for the mudroom down into the wall, into the backyard here along this side. Yeah, so just some kind of, these are nice and solid and step path here, so not like a full walkway. Ornamental grass will help you dig that out if you don't want it.
No.
Here's somebody in a coat.
There's laundry. You love your
Laundry, so you do have a sink in here too. All right. Shelving up here. This laundry room is awesome. I'm so jealous. Okay, so you've got kind of like an empty open space here with the pantry. Little desk.
Oh.
Ah.
This was, they bought this in 89.
89. I looked it up.
The phone. Where
You know, back when you used to need an area for the
write a
phones.
note. You had to write a note, like take a message. Who called?
There you
Write
go.
down, Mom.
The chair there, they're not shutting up, you know.
Let me get
keeping
a
you on the line
good, so
forever.
this is like from the corner view.
You're hungry.
Hi, friends.
What? He's pointing to stuff. I said, are you hungry? Yeah.
This is interesting. I don't. Okay, so I actually really like this little space down here. This could be a great little playroom for Elliot, you know, while you guys are making dinner. You can be in the kitchen and he's safely down here playing. It's definitely a little bit of an interesting space. Well, I don't know if you'd want to make this like the puzzle area or if you'd want to use this as for a dining table. Carpet, nice, soft, new. Inconsistency in their outlets here. Some of their outlet covers are different than others.
Where did he go? There he is.
Andrew, if you're not working with a real estate agent, do me a favor.
There's Chrissy. All right, so this kitchen is 3 times the size of your current kitchen.
So upstairs or downstairs? This is an addition, master bedroom, bath, that's original, it's also small.
Okay.
This space, my friends, space for your son, space for your dog to look outside whenever the weather is nice.
I said either Elliot's playroom while they're in the kitchen or
Yes.
Kelly's puzzle area.
Yes, and Kelly and Elliot's space.
I mean, I think a nice little table, like a games, one.
Okay. All right, so you can't really see the fridge too well in the pictures that are online,
Because you have
but
potential
it's
is high.
nice big fridge. Even though it's against the wall, the door opens all the
And
way.
you could put, like, the table, there's a light here, you put a table here for every day.
Also easily
Looks like a
gateable.
fridge.
You can gate this off for what
Oh,
LA
absolutely.
Yeah, so you
Dogs,
can
kids.
contain your under 3
I
foot
love this
high
kitchen, I'm
roof
jealous of
in
it.
Here.
Yeah. Everyone that comes through here is like, I would either put my dogs in there or.
That is such a good little dog space.
The cabinets are really pretty.
All right, and then you do have more of a formal dining room. It's on the smaller side, but I mean, for the table that you guys have and your game shelves and things, that'll fit perfectly in here. My only pet peeve in this house so far is that their light switch and outlet covers are inconsistent. Some of the light switches are cream, some of them are white, some of the covers are metal, some of the covers are plastic. It's the only problem I have so far. That means we're doing pretty good. All right, so this looks like original hardwood that may have at some point had carpet over it, because we can see kind of, oh no, there's quarter round over here. Yeah, so original hardwood here, and then there's a transition into all the tiled space, so the kitchen and kind of the pantry area. Very jealous of this pantry area here. Oh my goodness. I was gonna say, oh Kelly, you'll love it, but you don't cook. Blake will love it.
Yeah, look at this is their pantry.
This is a dream come true right here.
I know.
As someone
I
who
know.
lives in a
And
much
if
smaller
you want
house.
a landline, you've got a phone check.
All right, so I'm gonna do another walk of the first floor just to get the layout again.
Do I go to the play day?
Yeah, we're going to do that at 3 o'clock. Alright, this is the laundry.
Okay, these blinds are actually really cool. You just push and pull them up. Chanel has these at her house. Very easy to use, even for me. So you just push and pull, and they come up and down as needed. So no cords on these blinds, Kelly. Nothing for you to worry about with Elliot. No cords. I actually really like the short curtain rod style in here. All right, so. All right, so you got your, this is cool. So this is the thermostat for the fireplace. So you can set that, run it when you're not here. We run ours when we're not home. Yeah, you can tell these people really love this house. So your vent here, then you've got a large one on this side here, and then a couple on the window. All right, now it's nice and quiet in the living room. So overhead lighting in the entry, smoke detector, main thermostat right by the door, around. Probably should have been taking this video in portrait instead of landscape.
You know, I hit my head. You know what? I hit my head. So we just looked up the carpet for my mother-in-law's house, and she's getting.
Okay.
And
All right, there we go. Bathroom. Whoop, excuse me, no problem at all.
there's one more coming. Okay, we're good.
Thank you. All right, so your basement door is down here off your half bath.
I'm Tamara.
Hi. Very
Excuse me.
Nice to meet you.
So this is where your mudroom is, and then you come into this open space here. Puzzle space, kitchen. Trying to think of what you might want to see in the kitchen here. Here's the view to the yard. I mean, yard's absolutely beautiful. Oh, 2 sheds. You've got the little kind of pool house shed, and then you've got the brown shed.
Yeah, they use
In the
one
back.
for pool stuff.
All the
other one for
all the
grass.
inflatables and things. Yep. All right. Dishwasher, relatively new. All right. Okay, so that's first floor layout again. I'm gonna go downstairs and do the mechanicals.
Look out for, but any like signs of water damage
No.
or anything like mold.
Hey, speaking of Ellen,
I
I'm
don't
on the way to
see
do
it.
that right now.
She's gonna check now. It doesn't smell like mold. I see nothing.
Nothing at all.
It looks very dry. Yeah. Usually you can smell it right away too.
Okay.
It's
All right, so this is an interesting area here. So you've got, this is your incoming water. So you do have a pressure regulator installed in 2023, so that's relatively new. Incoming water service, main disconnect. You've also got regulator here, and you've got a nice new incoming valve. So that's all looks good, all looks new. You've got a Pittsburgh shower down here, and then interestingly enough, you've got a gas line. So I suspect that the laundry was originally in this little space here. So if you didn't, yeah, it was. So, okay. So in the laundry room here, you've got a sink. So I would bet your washer was originally here. You got your barrel sink, and then I bet your dryer was originally in here. So definitely a little bit more, we'll call it unusual, to have those separated. So upstairs in the mudroom makes much more sense. All right, let's look at our main breaker. Our main, okay, they've got this perfectly labeled. That's labeled better than mine. Okay, so this is a GE panel, nothing to be worried about here. 150 amp service, installed in 95, inspected. I see nothing of concern here whatsoever. They've got a a whole home surge protector on here. That's what this guy on the side is. And it is installed correctly, because it's supposed to be very close to the bus of the panel. So this is installed right. You've got everything for the pool separately labeled. Ellen gives them an A on electrical. Also, whoever did this, very well done, very organized. All right, water heater. Gas water heater, date 2011. All right, so that's probably towards the end of its lifespan, but that's super cheap to fix. Gas water heater, looks like, yes, gas water heater, 2011. All right, plan to fix that in the next 3 to 5 years. HVAC, Bryant. This is actually the same unit that we had in our house, or a newer version of, I should say. So you've got several different things happening here. You've got the actual HVAC. You've got an electronic air cleaner. So instead of having to put filters in, this has a module that like kind of zaps all the air and like zaps all the dust as it goes through. We had that, worked great. You don't have to worry about any of the furnace filters. And then you've got a whole home humidifier. This is actually the exact same one we have. We have an April Air 550, so I can show you how to change the panel in that where the water drips. And then the thermostat or the humidistat is up here on the ductwork. Very interesting. Ours is not in the ductwork, so I'm interested in how that works. All right, let's see. I'm going to go slowly over the automatic controls service log, which you can see that this has been very, very well taken care of. I've got no concerns here as well. Looks exactly like what we've got. Ductwork looks very well done. Right here, you've got 2 water lines coming down. I would suspect at some point there was a water softener here. We used to have a water softener adjacent to our furnace as well, but it's not really necessary with how they treat chemicals or how they treat water now. Let's see, anything else of note on here? Where's your condensate pump? So the only thing I can't spot is your condensate pump, which will take the extra water from the humidifier and from the condenser of the furnace. So let's see, it comes out of the furnace. It would be this white pipe here. It goes back behind. It might be on the other side of this wall. Oh, and then it actually just goes down right into, so you don't need a condensate pump. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so we have to have a little pump that sits right here to take the extra water from the furnace and drain it. You've got a conveniently located sewage line right here, so you don't even need a condensate pump. Even easier. All right, so we've got this recessed space here with this giant safe. I don't know what we're gonna keep in there, but I'm sure we'll find something. Main sewer line here. This is relatively new. I don't know when or why that would have been replaced, but you have a clean out right here. Our house doesn't have that. No signs of any type of water of any kind in here. Everything very well done. Here we got a sticker. Is the plug in? Boat safely. Don't know what that means. Some storage. Let's see, let's get on the ground here. Even under here, like under the basement or under the step storage, no issues whatsoever. All right, let's check out this little room. I don't even know what's happening under here. All right, so if you ever wanted to finish this area, I mean, this is huge right here. Blake, this is workshop territory. So you wouldn't even have to use your garage as a workshop. You've got a heated, unfinished area that would be absolutely perfect. Put some doors here, close this off somehow. All right, so they've actually got, ooh, I love this. So they've got all the screens organized since they're out for the winter. They've got extra cabinet doors. They've got extra trim. So all the things that they've put in their house, they have extras of for later. This is a really cool space down here. This would be an awesome workshop for you, Blake. Let's see what we got. So we got electrical coming in, mounted, internet. So what we see down here, the black piping, that's your main gas line coming in from the front of the house, which would have been over here, running to the back and extending out a couple ways. We must be in the extension or the addition part here, just based on how they did the ceiling, because that's definitely not what they would have done in 1960. Everything looks, I mean, dry as can be. This is your main breaker. So our previous panel that we looked at on the other side was main lug only. So this breaker comes in right where your service comes in on the side of the house, and then comes right in here. Again, this is a GE breaker. I've got no issue with that whatsoever. Looks good, looks well installed, was approved by an inspector in '99, so all is well there. All right, I've got absolutely no issues with this house right now. Ellen votes you buy it. All right, so let's check out, I think this will be the garage here. Okay, wow. All right, so we gotta work on, oh, there we go, there is more lighting. Okay, in the garage, anywhere the ductwork is in the garage is insulated. Little workbench, extra of all of the tiles that are in the house. You got another water outlet here. This will definitely fit 2 vehicles. Let's see what our height is on this beam. The beam's pretty low. All right, I can reach this beam on my tiptoes, so it's probably just a shed over 6 feet because my reach isn't very tall. So your beam in the garage is pretty low. You do have a pole in the center. Kelly's car, definitely gonna fit, no issues whatsoever. Electrical, very organized, very well done. Garage door openers. Let's see, can't see a date on those. Chamberlain, this one's 2018. Craftsman, this one's probably a little older. Oh, this is the same, newer model, the same one we have. So no issues there. Half horse, how big's this one? Half horse. Okay, so this one has an app called MyQ that you can use your phone to open and close it. You don't have to, like you can use a button just like always, but you do have the app option. Door looks to be about the same height as that pole or the beam. So it's probably about 6 foot. Blake, I think your truck will fit, but you might have to back it in. Drains on either side of the garage, under each vehicle. Okay, so I like that better than ours. We have one drain in the center and it results in the whole garage being wet all the time. But so basically each vehicle takes lets its own water settle under it. Few settlement cracks. House is 80 years old, or 60, so I'm not worried about that. Maybe you can see a little bit of settlement here along this zigzag pattern. That is not at all anything I'm worried about. This house is pristine. All right. Cool. So that's downstairs. Let's take a look at the stairs themselves. Definitely very safe. All right, well built, level. All right, so let's go back upstairs. All right, front stairs. Up. Okay, so from the top of the stairs, here's the look. You've got what looks to be a linen closet and 2 bedrooms on this side. From the top of the stairs, you got a bathroom on this side. All right, so 1 bedroom here. This is about the size of your guest room right now. Another bedroom here. This is probably about the size of Juno's room right now. Carpet in here, seen better days, so this could probably be replaced and updated. The room itself looks a little dark. It's got dark paint in a small space. Bathroom. All right, just a shower here, so this might be a little tricky for Elliot. Just a shower space, but nice walk-in shower, glass door. Plenty of space to go potty. And then into this side. Another bedroom up here. All right, so this is again about the space of your current guest room. Okay, looks like there's hardwood under a lot of this carpet. So, you know, maybe some of these rooms were really just that one with the dark brown carpet or the dark tan carpet. I'd probably move that. I'd probably get rid of that. Maybe go to either put new carpet in or something. And then master bedroom here. Wow, big ass walk-in closet. Okay, that's cool. I am jealous of that. Yeah, definitely fits a king bed. No issues at all. Nice view out the window. Probably wouldn't have done that, but that's all right. Nobody needs cable anymore. We can cut and seal that. No big deal. There's a bird feeder.
Well, yeah, and there's a ceiling light in the closet right here in the master.
So 4
Just
outlets
not
on
in the
either
bedroom
side.
part. So it shouldn't be too loud. Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. That thing that I was excited about being the big closet wasn't the big closet. It was the little closet. Got lots of space. Okay, let's see what we got here. All right, so unfortunately the baby's taking a bath in your bathroom, but nice spacious ensuite here. Toilet, newer floor, nice shower. That'll get the job done. Okay. So one thing I do see here, hold on, let me pull these blinds up. I don't know how, oh yeah, again, these are ones who, okay, so your neighbor does appear to be a bit of a hoarder.
I already discussed this
Okay.
on the phone. I had a chat with the selling realtor. His wife died and he kind of just gave up. So he's old and sad, but also pretty nice.
Okay.
There is fabric actually on his side of the fence, so you don't even see through the slats into his yard.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I had actually spotted this on Google Earth and I was wondering what was happening here. To be honest with you, he's a very organized hoarder.
I'm saying, I think
Like-
he'd be a nice guy to talk to.
Like, he's actually got some cool, like, okay, so that canoe, I would, like, the yard, I'd buy that yard. So he's got 4 yard carts. He's collecting good stuff. Like, look at all the, okay, so, like, yes, he's a hoarder, but I have interest in most of the items he's hoarding. All right, more bird feeders. I love how they've maintained kind of around this fence here. I don't know what's happening under this tarp here. Not sure what's going on there. We'll find out. Okay, so you've got more storage in your master than you could ever need. Wow, that's so nice. All right. So, I love it. The pool looks great. You've got a regular storage shed that looks like about a 10 by 12. It's probably an 8 by 12, 8 by 10, 8 by 12 maybe. Nice ramp to get the lawnmower in and out. You're definitely going to want a rider. Based on the pictures on Google Earth, it looks like the previous owner cut with a push mower. That's going to take too long. We want a riding mower.
May have been a hammock on the tree at one point.
Oh yeah, looks like maybe a hammock on the tree, a little pool house.
Outside walkthrough, but look at the bird friend.
I showed them their bird friend.
I also pointed out, if you didn't, hi again. In the smaller bedrooms, there isn't a third pronged outlet, but we can fix that quickly.
I can do that in one day. I mean, they'll point it out in the inspection. So they could have their own offices. Okay, so I'm kind of thinking about the arrangement of this. Mm-hmm. So you've got your room over here,
Primary.
2 closets, ensuite, plenty of space. You've got 2 smaller bedrooms.
One for Juno.
Well, I don't know if, so like 1, 2, and then you've got this one here. You could almost do, I mean, this would eliminate Juno's room, but you could do Elliot over here. And this is, I mean, this is plenty of space for a kid to grow up. This would be a great room for him, especially because you've got this wall here. It doesn't have any windows on it, so he'll stay nice and warm, nice and safe. And then you could do the other 2 bedrooms as an office for each of you. And now that you live in Pittsburgh, do we need a guest room? As someone who doesn't have a guest room, really, I don't think so, but I guess that's up to you guys. All right, let's see. Smoke detectors. I'm going to do a walkthrough looking up. Nice consistent temperature through the house. Also, it is very quiet. in here, like upstairs, even with people downstairs walking through the house. Nice and quiet up here. Love that they did 4 outlets on either side of the bed. CPAP time. Kelly, you can plug your CPAP in and have room for your phone and other things. I don't really know that I understand why there's this closet and this closet, but I gotta tell you, it's cool. Like, maybe this could be Juno's room. So that could be Juno's room.
So this was the living room.
Yeah, I think your only problem for your family is gonna be that this doesn't have a bathtub. That's the biggest problem that I see, is that the person using this bathroom is 1.5 and doesn't know how to take a shower. But that's the biggest problem for you guys that I see.
Original kitchen. So that's an addition. And then the master bedroom, master bath upstairs. But the foundation is dug out as a full base.
Alright, this is, I mean, I just love this living space here. It's huge. Now, the one thing to note in this space, there is a built-in outlet set on the bottom, so it was set up as if there'd be a couch facing this way. But even if you wanted to cover that, you could.
Hi, how are you?
Well, thank you. All right, so let's head outside and do the back side. I think I've got everything so far.
Start over here.
All right, so the one thing you do need to consider is that there are people like in and out of this all day long. So lots and lots of interest. If you're gonna do it, you gotta go. All right, let's look at the gutters. Alcoa. Everything looks new. Looking at the flashing up at the top there, that looks well sealed. Not a ton of traffic, right? I don't really hear anything, like not a ton of road noise. I mean, you can tell that there's a road distantly, but I wouldn't call it road noise or... Yeah, I wouldn't be too worried about Route 8. I can hear like something because I know it's there, but I definitely wouldn't call it noise by any stretch of the imagination. There's my car. All right, so Blake, you wanted less yard work and you are not getting it. Awesome patio area here. All right, so this is your furnace outlet on the side. So this is where your air's coming out, nothing to worry about there. This is a little slippery when wet. I don't think that's a big deal. It just is a little slippy. Incoming Duquesne light service, goes right into that disconnect we looked at before. You're wired up for Verizon. They have Comcast here too if you would want it. French door into the kitchen. Specific pad for the grill. Alright. More ornamental grass. They love that shit. Alright, let's see. What do we got here? Oh, okay. So the grill doesn't need a propane tank. The grill has a gas feed from the house. That's awesome. So you'll never run out of gas. My grandparents had that at their house and it was so cool. Alright, so I'm standing in the rocks here. There's our dryer vent outlet on the side there. Very easy access to clean. You won't really need to clean that too much because it's very short. It's probably only like 3 feet long. So our door from the mudroom came out right back here into the fence. The fence in this part here, this is short. This is about 4 foot. So I don't know if the dogs could get over a 4-foot fence, but might need to do a little something about that. Yes.
That ripple in the roof.
So they have a shingle vent across the middle. Hold on, let me see what you're looking at.
is helpful to me.
Oh, it's on purpose.
That's on.
Yeah,
I
it's
wondered,
a shingle vent. You'll see it from the front
what-
too.
yeah.
So they have shingle caps
Okay.
on the top, like at the top of the vent. But then because they don't have soffit and fascia, like there's no overhang, the air comes in that bottom vent and then out the top one.
Okay, because it didn't look like shingles were missing. That's
No,
why I thought maybe
it's
it was
on
planned.
purpose. It's a
Okay.
vented, so it's vented on this side, and then you'll see it along the front too. So the air comes
Okay.
in there and then out the top.
Great, thank you.
All right, so under the pool, we got some area here. I don't know. I bet Elliot would love to play under here. Okay. Shed looks nice. Got a little path. All right, so notice there's a lock back here, lock on the shed. Oh, you got a place in the back here to compost your grass. So you've already got a compost pile started. Looks like he started over here, filled that up, and then started on the side. That's awesome. I love it. Yeah, so you got tons of space back here. I don't disagree with what's going on, but this would be some amount of work, right? You're gonna have to turn this. I don't know. Hi.
It's about the pool. Says it's heated. Is this like the heating?
So
equipment
I
here?
suspect. So they must put the whole pump assembly inside for winter.
Yeah, it's
Because
all in the
yeah,
kitty
because
house.
typically the whole pump would sit here,